to my channel. This is KJ ASMR. In today's video, I'm just going to be doing a whisper ramble about my work life and my weight loss journey. Before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you guys for all the support. I made this channel last week, and I've already gained basically 50 subscribers from nothing. I don't show my face right now, so it's obviously I'm not getting subscribers for being attractive, but or anything. So I just want to I appreciate y'all, and I just want to say thank y'all for subscribing and giving me all the feedback that y'all been giving me. I see every comment that I have gotten, and I will respond or usually like it. So thank y'all for that, and everything y'all are doing to help boost my channel, and it just motivates me to want to make more videos. Like I have made like 2 videos, I just haven't posted them because I felt like they weren't good enough. But I don't know. I just didn't feel like they were good enough to post. But I do be making videos. I'm just overthinking it, so I didn't post them. But I will get into making more videos for y'all. Just put in the comments on what y'all want to hear. So yeah, and then on top of that, since I am gaining subscribers kind of fast, 50 subscribers is pretty fast for me. I never even expected that at all. I'm gonna be doing a 100 sub special when I hit 100 subscribers. So in my community tab, I will definitely post something like I'll post a comment in there, just saying what you want to know about me. Because if I'm doing a Q&A, I need people to ask me questions. But if I don't get any questions, then I'll just make my own. So it's fine. I'll just post or I'll just ask questions that people want to know about me, basically. But yeah, man, let's get right into the video. I just want to say thank y'all one last time. I really appreciate it. So let's talk about my work first and how it's like living in Japan. Alright, let's see, where do I get into it? Where do I start? Um, my work is just, it's work, obviously. Being in the military is very stressful, mentally, physically. Uh, this is my second command. I've been in the military for 3 years. This is my second command. I think I explained it in my first video, but I was an undes seaman, so they only stay on in their first command for like 2 years, and then they leave. And yeah, that's what happened with me, but I was there a little longer, so I've been in 3 years. Now I'm at my new command here, and I will say that I am very quiet in person. I'm pretty to myself, so making friends is definitely a lot harder than I remembered, and especially being older than a lot of people, I don't fit in no more. I mean, I don't think I'm that old. I'm about to be 25. Yeah, it's kind of unk status, but a lot of people that are in the military are young, so they all just want to go out, drink, and do all that crazy stuff. And personally, me, I don't do that. I used to smoke and drink and all that stuff when I was younger. I have been sober for almost since 2018. I basically sobered myself up with smoking, obviously, and then drinking. I drank on my 21st, and I drink occasionally here and there. I don't really be drinking at all. So I'm kind of a boring person outside of work, and I just don't really be fitting in with people because, one, their age, but the age doesn't really matter. And then two, they just want to party, so I just don't do that stuff. And it doesn't help that I'm kind of antisocial, not really antisocial, but I just don't get along with younger kids, and even the older people in the military, the people that are my age or even older. A lot of the times they're just very immature themselves, and I just don't want to hang out with that. it's kind of like having a little brother in a way. I'll try and guide him and tell him all the correct stuff and just help him out and give him advice in life, man. Because I have, some life experience, and then I also had friends that were my age, and then I had friends that were older, and it was just, I was used to that. And it kind of sucks that I don't have friends anymore. I got to remake friends, and it's just hard to find people that I like being friends with. So on the friends part, yeah, man, it definitely sucks. I don't have too many friends here. I have occasionally a couple people I talk to, so it kind of sucks. Um, Work-wise, work is easy. My job, I'm an avionics technician. My job is kind of boring, man. Like, you work, but like the work is not that hard. I do a lot more sitting around than anything. Sitting around and standing around. I don't know how to explain it to y'all because you won't understand unless you work on, what I work on. But it is just kind of boring, and yeah, I'm learning. I'm definitely learning. I think I have something wrong with me. I just cannot pay attention to anything when I'm learning, man. Like, it's hard for me to like really just sit there and pay attention. That has been a struggle with me my entire life, unfortunately. It's just boring, I just be bored at work. And then on top of that, I'm here in Japan, and Japan, man, the culture here is cool. If you like anime, you like, Japanese lifestyle, you will like here. But being here with no car, no friends, and, I'm in another country, no one really speaks English, it starts to suck, man. It starts to take a toll on your mental health, especially, I'm in my room a lot of the time on my time off, either in my room or like the gym, but like it gets to a point, it kind of drives you insane a little bit. You can always go out and explore, but I don't like exploring by myself. That's why I need friends. I'm in a foreign country. Who wants to go out by themselves in a foreign country? You want to be with someone. Some people do that. I just personally don't. I don't like that. I don't feel comfortable going out by myself. Plus, I have no car either, and everything in the transportation, everything is in Japanese, so it's kind of hard to understand sometimes. I don't want to get lost, and it costs money. So if you go the wrong way, you gotta pay to go the other ways. It's just unfortunate. Yeah, but I mean, it's not bad here. The food is alright. If you like sushi and just like Japanese food in general, obviously you will like it here. I don't mind Japanese. I'm just not really like, they're really big into like rice and stuff, and I don't mind rice, but I mean, there's like a lot of rice here. I just don't really like rice like that. But it's not bad. It's definitely good. I'm just not in the mood to eat like rice and stuff every day. The 7-Elevens here, man, they are completely different than in America. I'll say that. Like, in America, it's one, expensive at 7-Eleven. Two, it's terrible food. Most of the time, the food is terrible. The 7-Eleven here has like a bunch of like, it's like a 7-Eleven has snacks and drinks, but they have a bunch of like food options. Like, Japanese people be going to 7-Eleven like every day. Like, that's like an everyday thing for these people here. They love it. I go there, it's alright. They have like the fresh food. They have a lot of like the sushi and like the fish stuff that I don't eat. I don't like that. I like sushi, but other fishy stuff I don't really like. But I have been like kind of scared to like eat there because I feel like I got food poisoning from sick for like 3 weeks straight, and it was terrible. But yeah, that basically sums up like my work life. Like I just have no friends right now. Hopefully, I make friends soon because I'm bored out of my mind. Hopefully, my work is a little bit more exciting, and I definitely need to go explore Japan a little more than I am. Uh, I've been to Hiroshima, which is pretty cool. But as for that, that's all I've been. I want to go to Tokyo. I'll probably go to Tokyo. But as for right now, I'm just, in my room making videos. So, yeah. Alright, so now let's get into my weight loss journey. So, I've been cutting weight for about a week now. Well, not a week, like, I think tomorrow is my 5th day. Or 6th day, I don't know. I gotta check that app. My Lose It app. But basically, it's been almost a week. And, I definitely struggled the first couple days, for sure. Cutting weight is not fun. It's not hard, but it's not fun. You just gotta stay disciplined. And yeah, I've cut weight before. I can actually tell you this story. I started cutting weight back in May of 2024, and I cut weight for about a month when I was in the ocean, and I lost 20 pounds in about a month and a week. So I went from 220 to 200, and then it was the end of June, so when we pulled back into where I was living, it was at the end of June, and then in July, I gained about 10 pounds back, and then I said, I need to lock back in, and that's exactly what I did. I started locking in. I go to the gym every day. I was cutting for about two months and like a week, and I lost another 20 pounds, so I was down to like basically 190. I think I was 192. I was like 211, almost 212, and I dropped down to 192. So I was like 20 pounds in like 2 months, but this time I got a lot slimmer because I was hitting the gym. I think it was less water weight and more like actual fat that I was losing. So it was nice seeing those. I could see my abs again, and I was looking good. I was getting way more confident. And then it came time for me to leave where I was living, which I lived in Virginia. I was stationed in Virginia. So I started packing up my room, and I was doing all the paperwork to get out of where I was living. And I wasn't taking my diet too seriously. I was staying consistently eating at my deficit, but some days I ate a little more than I should have. And then I started to gain just a little bit of weight. I gained a little bit of weight, a tiny bit. And then I moved back to my dad's house for just a month, basically, because I took some leave, which is just time off. I took time off, basically, before I was getting ready to move to Japan. Before I went to Japan, I had to go to a school for my job, so I took time off for a month just at my dad's house, and then I had another month of just school. So it was like October till December. I basically stopped working out and stopped cutting weight, and that really messed me up. I gained all my weight back, so I went from 190 basically to 220 all over again just in the span of 2 months, which sucks. And I was eating terribly, and that's why I gained all that weight back, because I was eating very bad. And when I mean very bad, I mean like fast food twice a day. So I have the money to do it because, military, I don't really have bills, but you should not be eating like that. So I gained all the weight back, unfortunately. But I'm gonna tell you what led up to that. So basically, when I moved out of Virginia, I went home, and I was eating bad for like a week. I told myself I'll eat bad for just this week, right? And I'll get back into my cut, in which I was planning on it. I started going back on my cut after that week of being there, and within the second day of being on my cut, after I bought like a bunch of food that cost a lot of money, a couple of days later, my friend, he texted me, like, man, let's go out to Texas Roadhouse. I was like, alright, bet, sure. Like, I like Texas Roadhouse, and I ate there on my cut. So we went there, and I ate in my deficit. then we went back to his house, man, and they had dessert. So I started eating some dessert. He's like, all right, man, you can sleep over. So I was like, all right, man, I'll sleep over. So I sleep over, and he's like, you can eat whatever you want because he has a kid, so they have like a bunch of like snacks there, like a bunch. So I'm like, all right, bet. And I remember I haven't had like one of these in a long time, so I ate a fruit roll up, and man, the taste I got, like the flavor from that made me go into like a freaking frenzy. I turned into a shark. It's like a shark in the ocean. They smell blood. That's how I felt. I was crazy, man. I started eating those shits up. I had to literally buy my friend some the next day because I ate like all of them. It was my fat self returning. And then I kept sleeping over his house because he kept asking me to because I was about to go to Japan, so he wanted to hang out with me the most he could. And I was working with him. He's a plumber, so I was working with him, and I was just eating bad, man. We would go home, we would go to go work, and then we'd go eat, or after work we'd go out to eat. It's just like that. And then when I went home, I was like, whatever. I'll start my diet, next week. I kept doing that. I kept pushing myself, pushing it away, and pushing it away. And each day I was getting deeper in, and I was getting fatter, and I'm just eating bad, man. And the thing that sucks was in like where my dad lives. It's like it's basically like a farm town, so you gotta drive kind of far to get food, and they don't have many like fast food options like Burger King and KFC and Taco Bell. So I was eating like KFC and Taco Bell every single day, and I was getting fat, and I noticed it. So basically, after the month of being at my dad's house, I gained like 20 pounds off a month because I was eating terrible. So I went from 190 to 210 at my father's house. Then after that, I went to my schooling house, the school, and that's when I gained the other 10 pounds. I was eating bad there too. I didn't really have much of an option there. I told myself I was gonna, start to cut again, but I just did not do it. I decided not to. For some reason, I just could not, like, the thought of it, I did not want to, because I remember when I started cutting, all the suffering you feel in the first couple weeks, and it sucks, man. Like, who wants to go to sleep hungry? It just sucks, and I gained all my weight back. Now I'm at 220 right now, and it's been a week, so hopefully this one goes well. My goal weight is 180. I think I look pretty good at 180. At 190, I was pretty decent looking. I wasn't as skinny as I wanted to be, but my abs were starting to come in, which was nice. But 180, I definitely look a lot better. Yeah, I messed up, man. I messed up. I became undisciplined, and I paid for it. So that is my own fault, man. That's very much. I was gonna basically go over how I lost like 40 pounds in 3 months. Your main thing is fasting. Fasting is your best friend. 2, calorie deficit. Should be a given one. You need to be in one to lose weight. 3, gym. The gym helps, progress you way quicker. So let's get into fasting. Fasting is your best friend, man. For me at least, right? So for me, I am a night eater. I love eating at night. I like to go to sleep on a full stomach. I need to, or I will give in to anything that is near me that I can eat. Deadass, like, that is the only way I survive my calorie deficit, is eating before I go to sleep. Not before I go to sleep, but like at the end of the day, basically. So what I would do is I would wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning to go to work. So I'd get to work around 7:30 because I don't live far from where I work. Right now I have to wake up at like 6, but back when I was at my old place in Virginia, I had to wake up at like 7 basically and get to work. So I'd wake up and I would not eat anything zero calories, or I would drink coffee but with low calorie creamer, like very low. I try to get the lowest calorie creamer, and then you get some low calorie sugar, and you're basically drinking like 10 calories of coffee, or 20, or 30. I can't remember. But I would drink coffee or an energy drink, and it would get me all the way up to lunch. So up to lunch, I did not eat anything. So at 11 to, it was at like 11 or 11 till like 12:30 was the lunchtime. So during those times, I would only eat around 200 to 300 calories. And that would last me enough to get through the rest of the day. It would give me enough energy. And the main thing is, what I was eating was not junk. It was like meats. It was protein. You know, those proteins kind of fill you up and give you the energy that you need to go throughout your day. So if you're doing what I'm doing, you should probably eat protein for your lunch. You should probably be eating protein anyways, but if you want to be successful and not be that hungry throughout the day, you definitely need to eat a protein. So I'd eat around 200 to 300 calories for lunch. And then after that, I would go home at around, I'd get home around 5 o'clock, sometimes earlier. And I would go and drink a diet Pepsi or diet any soda. I had a diet any soda, and I would eat like Jello. I don't know why, but Jello is very low in calories if you get the zero sugar Jello. So I'd just like eat like 20 calories worth of jelly or Jello, and you know, like the little Jello cups. So I'd eat like 4 of those Jello cups. I think they're like 5 calories each or something. And then I would like not chug, but I'd like just drink my diet soda. And then after that, that gave me enough energy. I don't know how, but it gave me enough energy to go to the gym. And I'd go to the gym around 5:30. 5:30, I'd be at the gym. After that, I would go home after the gym. Well, actually, in the gym, I would. Actually, no, I'll tell you that in a minute. So then after the gym, I would go home. And then I had 1,700 calories basically left for the day. 1,700 calories. So with that amount of calories, you can eat basically whatever you want. I obviously counted everything I ate, but it left me with so much to eat, and that's why I really liked fasting. I could eat a lot of food, and I usually go to sleep around 10 or 11, so I could basically eat till about 10 o'clock at night, and I'd be full the next morning, or not full, but I'd have enough energy for the next morning to repeat the process. So that's why I fasted, because that worked the best for me. The best for me. Not everyone can do that, but it worked the best for me. So that is the reason I fasted. Now, too, I said calorie deficit. You know, that's pretty basic. You just eat under the calories. You're supposed to be in a deficit. For me, my calorie deficit is 2,000 calories. 2,000 calories. While I was losing weight, the deficit goes down, so you have to eat a little less, but it doesn't go down much, you know. When I was about 195, my deficit went from 2,000 to about 1,900 calories, and it was no difference, because when I'm fasting, I don't even eat all those calories. I usually have like 300 to 400 left over. Most of the time, I try to have minimum 100 left over. I don't know why, but that's just what I do. Um, yeah. And then for the gym definitely helps progress you a lot faster. I seen way better results when I started hitting the gym. The first first time I started cutting weight, I did not use the gym because I was on the boat and my schedule was very crazy. I was working, it's like almost 16 hours a day. So, I didn't really want to go to the gym. I was kind of tired. And that's what I did. I didn't go to the gym. So, but I lost, 20 pounds. But I wasn't that, like, it slimmed me down, but not as much as when I went to the gym. When I went to the gym, I do like an hour every day at the gym. I don't know how people go longer than that. I get my workouts done pretty quick. I used to start going to the gym and only did cardio. That's how I got like introduced to the gym and built my confidence to go and work out on the weights in front of people. I just slowly built myself up because I was obviously one, self-conscious, two, I'm a beginner, so I don't want to look too stupid. But my gym was nice because I didn't really have many people. I didn't really have many people there, so a lot of the time when I went to the gym, it was empty, and being able to go onto the equipment and gain experiences on the equipment, it definitely boosts your confidence a lot more, a lot more. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Like, that's true. Like, and then on top of that, I had a sauna in my gym, so after my cardio and my workout, I would go into the sauna for about 10 to 15 minutes every day, sometimes 20, depending on how I felt. When you start to build like what's it called, a tolerance for like the heat and going in there, sometimes I'd stay longer just because I didn't feel like I got enough out of me, So you definitely start to build a tolerance. When you first go in there, you're like, holy shit, it's hot. But a week down the line, it's still gonna be hot, but you're gonna be used to it. But I feel like that also helped me lose a lot of weight, and it was just helpful. But that is how I lost like 40 pounds in 3 months. Even though those 3 months were not together, it was still 40 pounds. I lost 20 pounds the first month through May to June. I gained 10 pounds back, and then I lost another 20. So it hit me 40 pounds from basically May to October. Yeah, June. That's 1 month. And then, because it was late May, it was almost the end of May when I started. And then August till October, that's 2 months. Yeah, 3 months. 3 months, 40 pounds in 3 months. Guys, if you just stay disciplined, it really becomes easier, man. It becomes a lot easier than you would expect. That's all I'm saying. Like, it really is easy, for sure. You just gotta stay disciplined and get past that first month, or honestly, it's gotta get past that first month, man. That first month, the first couple weeks, that's like the hardest. But once you start getting used to that calorie deficit and you start to build a routine, losing weight becomes super easy. After that point, it's just about discipline and how bad do you want it, Now that you're used to it, you just gotta keep doing it. And that's what, and also another thing is, do not look at the scale every day. You look at the scale every day, you're gonna be disappointed. Some days you go up in weight, some days you drop down, some days you don't lose anything, and it just disappoints you. So what I would do is every week or 2 weeks, I would check my weight, and each time I went down like 5 pounds, not 5 pounds, like 2 pounds, 3 pounds, or whatever. So definitely do not check your weight every day, or you will just discourage yourself and disappoint yourself, because you don't lose weight every day, and your weight fluctuates throughout the day. So if you eat during the morning, you're obviously going to be heavier when you weigh yourself. In my case, I did not eat at all, so I'd measure myself before I eat, or weigh myself before I eat, and I would, because when you eat food, obviously it makes you gain weight. But that's really it, guys. That's just my weight loss journey. If anyone is on their weight loss journey as well, you can suggestions on what you think I should do, or if my advice helped you at all, or anything, just comment down below, give me feedback. Guys, I really appreciate all the support I have been given. So, you can keep up with my channel and see how my weight loss is going again, as I've started again. Guys, just comment down, man. Let me know what y'all want to hear next. Anyways, guys, thank y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next video.